I'm stressed because I have to sign up for classes and they're all filling up.
Class, life, freshman senate.
Lock Miller has a lot of spiders.
Paying for college.
Making a 34 on my calculus test is what stresses me out about college.
Band is 20 hours a week of work and they don't even pay me.
My first time being away from home.
College.
Making my schedule for next semester.
The class, you do homework and essays and various things.
Paying for next semester.
You know what's stressing me out? All these college classes. Who makes you have finals? What kind of crap is that?
There's just so much to do in such little time.
A few finals that are coming up that will either make or break my passing of some classes.
I've got 2 chapters of psychology to read, 1 chapter of history, 3 tests coming up.
We're all stuck in crappy classes.
Finals week is so hard.
Not really good at studying.
I'm just so stressed right now. There's just like way too much to do.
This documentary explores the various effects of the ADHD medication Adderall. Through examining the attitudes of students towards the use of Adderall, this documentary gains valuable insight into its benefits and consequences. The drug Adderall is actually the brand name for a drug containing a mixture of the salts of amphetamine and dextroamphetamine. These salts are stimulants and therefore boost concentration and alertness. Because of this, it is commonly prescribed by doctors for the treatment of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, as well as narcolepsy. Adderall is a Schedule II controlled substance and can carry a heavy legal price if used illegally. There are many downsides to Adderall usage, including fatigue, loss of sleep, and loss of appetite. The Adderall brand of amphetamines was released in 1996 and quickly became a miracle drug for children suffering from ADHD symptoms.
Describe the feeling you get from Adderall.
I feel like studying and doing work.
Adderall is like coffee minus the shits.
It feels awesome. It kind of numbs my entire body. I like to gum it a little bit. Sometimes I snort it.
Feels good. Get my heart beating. Play FIFA really well. Win some money, you know.
It's just, well, if I'm trying to study for something, it's like, you know how when you're studying at some point you just start to get tired and you're just like, I'm gonna take a quick little break here and I don't get that. It's just like, just constantly just looking at the book and you're like getting the information in.
Have you seen the movie Limitless? That's how I feel.
The numbers of kids and young adults that are doing these medications are using them in a way to enhance their performance. Other people see that and think, well, I need to do that in order to keep up. The reality of that, though, is that we're not really sure, and we have no real good data to suggest that these medications are actually doing what the users of them think that they're doing.
Adderall use by students on college campuses has skyrocketed. In fact, 20 to 30% of college students regularly abuse Adderall. Students have been forced to search for ways to boost their drive, and Adderall is indeed a solution. Studies have shown that Adderall users improve their grades by 1 to 2 letter grades on average. Adderall is an academic steroid, and some would argue it deserves similar punishment as steroid use in sports.
Oh, you take Red Bull? Oh, I remember when I was a bitch.
It's like being on coke for people that aren't on coke.
I never studied, but when on Adderall, I love it.
Naps are for pussies.
Because it helps you concentrate at night.
To get good grades.
Is it fun?
Yeah.
If I need it to study for a test, like I can just holler at my friend over in Gary. It's a drug dealer central. Holler at Gary. They got all the drugs.
Think of Stephen Hawkins on coke. That's how I feel.
Bro, poppin' Adderalls, poppin' Adderalls, poppin' Adderalls, yeah, poppin' Adderalls, poppin' Adderalls, poppin' Adderalls, poppin' Adderalls, poppin' Adderalls, poppin' Adderalls.
I'm not addicted, I just really need it.
Although many college students believe that the side effects of illicit Adderall usage are not severe, this couldn't be further from the truth. Adderall can ultimately lead to very high-risk consequences. The lesser side effects include drowsiness, dizziness, constipation, dry mouth, appetite loss, and sleep deprivation.
What is it?
You want some?
No, I'm good, I'm not hungry.
Some of the higher-risk consequences that can come from the illicit use of Adderall are urinary tract infection, hives, fever, rash, trouble breathing, high blood pressure, seizures, stroke, heart attacks, mood changes, hallucinations, and mental disorder with loss of normal personality.
Have you ever had a bad experience with Adderall?
One day I stayed up 4 nights and didn't sleep for 4 days, studying for finals.
There was like this one, I took it like 10 o'clock at night. And literally for some reason, like, the morning time, it just would not wear off. And I just could not, because it's like, after it wears off, like, you just have to crash. But I could not sleep. And I was just like freaking out, because I'm like, shit, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go like weeks without sleeping, I'm gonna die. But I think I just knocked myself out. And I didn't even realize it.
I'd say there's probably negative causes in long-term use. Short-term, not much.
Do you feel like there's a downfall to taking Adderall?
Nope.
College campus, baggy full of Adderalls. Call me if you need a fix, call me if you need a boost. See them other chicken heads, they don't ever leave the coop. I'm in the coop cruising, I got the stolen plates, serving all the fiends over there by the Golden Gate Bridge.
I lost 15 pounds last week. 15! That's more than 10.
Adderall use by students on college campuses has skyrocketed. In fact, 20 to 30% of college students regularly abuse Adderall. Students have been forced to search for ways to boost their drive, and Adderall is indeed a solution. Studies have shown that Adderall users improve their grades by 1 to 2 letter grades on average. Adderall is an academic steroid, and some would argue it deserves similar punishment as steroid use in sports.
Library is the best place to spend the night, if you don't get caught. Damn, my stomach hurts.
I think the first time I took 10 milligrams was when I was learning the alphabet.
Let's go to the basketball game. Oh, you want me to stop moving my leg? How about you stop moving your lips?
You really need 8 hours of sleep.
Hold that thought, I gotta run some errands. Damn, my head hurts.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's pretty clear.
Hey man,
Not right now, I'm talking.
Alright man, sorry.
Yeah, I was actually just calling to see if you could prescribe to me a higher dosage on my medication. Wait, what do you mean it can't go any higher?
Last night I slept there. Week before that, I slept over there. In between that, I haven't slept since.
Although scholars have found that there are many consequences that come along with Adderall use, college students still turn to it for an extra boost. Believing that the drug helps them concentrate more and succeed in their studies, students will continue to take Adderall, not caring whether it is legal or not. As many as 25% of college students have obtained and taken Adderall or another similar stimulant drug without a doctor's prescription. Adderall alters brain chemistry in such a way that people who use it experience an increase in alertness, concentration, and motivation. This upswing in cognitive clarity can last several hours, enough time for a cramming collegian to absorb the information he or she needs to pass a test or write a paper. The potential to become hooked on Adderall is extreme, especially for anyone who takes it regularly or frequently.